I read unboxing. These unboxing videos are quite uncommon now. This is from Forbidden Planet. If you're wondering why I get some from Amazon and some from Forbidden Planet, the ones I get from the latter are omnibuses where I want to ensure I get a particular cover. I can't find my knife though, so we're not actually going to unbox it. We're just going to look at the box for 20 minutes. I think I could do this without a knife. Those sound like famous last words. And if I can get the same sort of thing going on this side, I'll move the tape. There we go, didn't need a knife at all. They've even started wrapping them in that paper. This is a Doom 2019 omnibus, one of my most wanted omnibuses, albeit not quite the way we have it here. This is Doom 2019 and Fantastic Force 2019. I would have been happy not including Fantastic Force 2019, but them's the breaks. I am glad on the spine it is Doom 2019 pictured instead of Fantastic Force 2019. Here are all the comics we have here. The complete series of Doom 2019, the complete series of Fantastic Force 2019, a one-shot, an issue of Fantastic Force, and material from various other things. I'll foreshadow it here, but I had some part to play here. The other cover, the one I didn't want, was Fantastic Force 2019. Fantastic Force 2019 was a very late addition to the 2019 line. It only ran for 8 issues. And it's more part of the dissolution of the 2019 line. We will come to that. Doom 2019, on the other hand, is really, really good. Let's see what we've got underneath. I am also happy to say that it is Doom 2019 underneath the dust jacket. I have a feeling I am going to flip this around and it'll be Fantastic Force 2019 on the back. Pleasantly surprised, it is more Doom 2019. Ah, there we go. Mr. Fantasticals is on the spine underneath the dust jacket. I would assume, maybe, they use this as the spine on the dust jacket for the other cover. I don't know why you would want Fantastic Force 2019 on the cover. They are a very small part of this. Doom 2019 is 44 issues. Fantastic Force 2019 is 8 issues. Here are a lot of credits. You should have included a special thanks section with my name on it. Contents here. This is issue 1, it had a foil cover. I own all this run, actually, so add on. There we go, that's the actual issue there. I always liked the foil on the 2019 debut issues. Our plot, our setup for the series is that Mr. Doom from the 20th century, the one we all know and I've been reading about for years, he has been shunted forward in time to the year 2019. And the first few pages of issue 1 ran as a preview in an issue of Marvel Comics Presents. Mr. Doom discovers that the world, including his country of Doomlands, it is all in the control of the greedy mega corporations. So our first few issues detail Mr. Doom's quest to liberate Doomlands. It's great. It is a wonderful idea to reposition Mr. Doom as a hero. His attempts to free Doomland, and later the rest of the world, from the rule of the corporations are pure and noble goals at their core. I love that shot of him there out of armour with his face bandaged. And with that said, Mr. Doom doesn't change as a character. It's just the environment. He is the lesser of two evils. But yeah, the idea is that this is Mr. Doom. What happened was, in Fantastic Force, Mr. Fantasticals and Mr. Doom, they both appeared to die. But Mr. Doom, maybe, was actually just sent forward in time to the year 2019. And so here is Mr. Doom's new updated armour. Better look at it right there. Doom 2019 was an ongoing series. Originally written by John Roger Moore with art by Broderick Kingsley. The first 25 issues are by them, although there's probably some fill-in artists in the mix. Always loved Broderick Kingsley's take on Mr. Doom. I actually think of him whenever the conversation of the definitive Mr. Doom artist comes up. And you've got to turn this page on its sideways to read, which I love doing. 2 spreads of that in a row. I'm in paradise here. Doom 2019 is a really great book for about 88% of its runtime. It really doesn't skewer or move away from anyone's idea of Mr. Doom either. He isn't really softened as a character. They don't make him into a hero. He's just in a world where he is a hero. Mr. Doom has always been compelling, and he makes for a great protagonist here. We get supporting characters, allies of Mr. Doom. I can't imagine they are too appealing to a new reader, but they're not bad. And again, none of them are really making Mr. Doom soft. People usually say Spider-Man 2019 is the best of the 2019 books, but I have always maintained Doom 2019 issues 1 to 39 far exceed the quality of Spider-Man 2019. Spider-Man 2019 has a great origin story. His first 3 issues, they are the high point of his series, I reckon. But Mr. Doom is like that for 39 issues. I also don't really want to spoil it because I am recommending everyone goes and reads it. In fact, if you have checked this out on the back of one of my other videos on Doom 2019, let me know what you thought of it down below. I do love this series, but with that said, these are the issues I remember less well. I've read the first issues dozens of times, the first story arc, the first 4 issues, and I have read later issues dozens of times as well. But these middle issues, I'm not anywhere near as familiar with. Here we have him and his ally Wire encounter an alternative reality version of Fantastic Force with Hulk. I think Benjamin Thing became Hulk. He's chomping on a cigar, that's a clue that it is Benjamin Thing instead of David Banner. I don't remember this at all. That's the image they put on the spine, isn't it? That image of Mr. Doom. No, it's not. It's just a similar image. It is 2019, so it's got all the cyberpunk, cyberspace, cybernet. It's got all that stuff. I am going to be looking for that image they put on the spine. Great art for the series by Broderick Kingsley. Underrated. Absolute perfect fit for this series and this character. I'll show pages like this so I cannot be accused of misleading people about this series. Now there's the image they put on underneath the dust jacket. Cyberspace got no place in the real world. That is a song called Electric Sleep by a band called Chevy, but it's like a lowercase s and then an uppercase H. It's like S heavy. And for years on all the file sharing networks and stuff like that, that would be shared as a supposedly unreleased Black Sabbath song. Well, it's not. It's some band called Chevy, and it just sounds a little bit like Black Sabbath. I really love the art though. Broderick Kingsley, I always thought he was underrated, but his best work is Doom 2019. It really gives him a chance to just show off what he is good at. There we go, there's that image from the spine up top. No idea why they selected this one. Is this issue even by Broderick Kingsley? No, it's not. So they didn't even pick a Broderick Kingsley Mr. Doom to put on the spine. I love doing shit like that, don't they? Like the Spider-Man Omnibus, Amazing Spider-Man by David Miscellaneous and Martin Bagel. It opens up with a good 120 pages of not Martin Bagel. Yeah, this is a fill-in issue. I don't remember it, but that means that it didn't stick out as a bad fill-in. Chances are I read this and I didn't even notice that it wasn't the regular creative team. Well, I probably noticed the art, but I would have thought that was John Roger Moore writing. We're back to John Roger Moore and Broderick Kingsley after that fill-in issue. Oh god, there's Punisher 2019, which I think means we're getting close to the crossover. How many times can I just say that I appreciate the art in this? It just clicks with me. It ticks a lot of boxes. It's what I want from the art in this series, really. You want two things from an artist for this book. You want someone who can draw Mr. Doom really well, which Broderick Kingsley can do in spades. And you want someone who can do all the sci-fi, futuristic, cyberspace sort of stuff, which he can also do. So here we have this crossover. It's not great. The Fall of the Hammer. It crosses over the 5 2019 books. The problem is, I have read it too many times, and it's not very good to begin with. I read it when I read through Spider-Man 2019. I've read through it at least twice when I've tried Excellent Man 2019. I read it when I read Doom 2019. It's just not very good, but it's also keyed into every 2019 title, and there are developments for all of them during it. I do appreciate that in this omnibus they are only collecting the Doom 2019 issue is part of the crossover. Size was obviously a concern with this omnibus. There's also quite a lot of tarot cards in Doom 2019. Let's skip ahead a bit to the stuff that I know. We start doing stuff with his identity. This is John Roger Moore's final story. We have another guy who claims to be the real Mr. Doom, and we toy with the idea that the character we've been reading about might not actually be Mr. Doom. Our two Mr. Dooms fight across all time and space. I wish these pages were not so glossy because it's picking up a lot of the reflection of the light. It ends with it confirming that this is Mr. Doom and that it has always been Mr. Doom. And he gets a new look as well. Starting with issue 26, we have a new writer, Warren Fallis. Our story now becomes more about Mr. Doom trying to free America from the super corporations. And he bloody well does. He storms the White House and takes control of America for himself. I am not big on Warren Fallis, even before his cancellation, but I have always said that this is his best work. Doom 2019. He writes a great story here, and Mr. Doom's characterization is perfect. The problem is running counters is that Broderick Kingsley bows out of the series and the title never really recovers. It never really has a regular artist for the rest of his run. This is a big omnibus. A lot of people have complained about that. I think you could have easily solved that by chopping off the superfluous Fantastic Force 2019 shit. And even further, not collecting issues 40 to 44 of Doom 2019. They are atrocious. But I suppose annoying people would whine about not having the whole series. They put value on complete poop because reading comics isn't about quality or enjoyment. It's about reading as many as you can. With Mr. Doom ruling America, we have a line-wide crossover of sorts. Mr. Doom appears in most of the books for a few months. Mr. Doom was putting in time across the whole 2019 line. I've talked about it before, I've reviewed issues of it. Mr. Doom is eventually removed from office in a coup by an evil rich man who lives under the grounds and for years has been secretly controlling the world. We have this one-shot, 2019 AD Armageddon. I have reviewed this if you want to know more about it. It too had a hollow cover. I am focusing on it here because you have me to thank for this. This was announced, this omnibus. It was announced without this included. This one-shot is by Warren Fallis, and it charts the conquest of our villain. I managed to get Jeff York at Marvel's ear, and it argues that this belongs in here, and it does. There is no other place for it. Mr. Doom doesn't appear in the issue, but it is fleshing out and emphasising the current villain of his title. As Jeff York pointed out, there is some continuity between this and Doom 2019 that don't go together. Actually, there's a lot of continuity in this one shot that is at odds with other stuff in the line. But it is a part of the story we have in Doom 2019, and you should all be offering up tribute to me for getting this included. My past bids to get comics included have failed. There are two things missing from the Jeff Parkman Thunderballs omnibus. I tried, and nobody listens. It's funny that I argued in favour of including Summit, and now we have shit I didn't want included. Fantastic Four 2019. We launch with an appealing creative team, but straight away they're gone, and we get Brett Kavanaugh writing instead. 2019 had the same editor for almost its whole run, and he got fired down to cost cutting. All the 2019 writers quit their books in protest. David Peter on Spider-Man 2019 and so on. And that is why the last few issues of every long-running 2019 title fucking suck. Brett Kavanaugh takes over writing almost all of them, and he fucking kills the world. Everything is flooded by SeaWorld. And then little resolutions or mysteries are put to bed incorrectly by this other writer. David Peter famously revealed who Green Gobbler 2019 was, and then Brett Kavanaugh revealed that it was someone else instead. The only thing about Fantastic Four 2019, the only thing I would offer as a compliment is that I like their designs. Barely even a good shot of them to show, so here's one of Invisible Wife's arse instead. Okay, let's do it. This is the final spat of Doom 2019 without Warren Fallis, and this is one of the worst 90s comics ever. No hyperbole. Mr. Doom travels back in time to the 90s and meets his past self. We established this was never the actual Mr. Doom, and the real Mr. Doom is better than him. And there's a drug. Crab blood is a drug in the then present Marvel Universe somehow. And Mr. Doom gets addicted to crab blood. He becomes completely dependent on his drugs. And look at the art, man. The art is horrible for this horrible story. And it's just filled with guest stars. Daredevil, Doctor Strange, Fantastic Force, Seaman. It's genuinely fucking dreadful. It's like the worst comics possible. Don't read this. Even if you think you want to read them all, don't read these issues. Issues 1 through to 39, they are so good, and then this is the polar opposite. If you are a completionist, these are stories that will make you reevaluate your stance and make you like me. You'll just want to read the good comics instead of all the comics. The art is maybe appropriate because the story is as bad as the art looks. Bonuses include a poster, house ads, tiny thumbnails of the cover and the back cover for the trade paperback they did of the Warren Fallis issues. It's 2/3 of a decent omnibus. Good stories for 2/3. I recommend 2/3 of this. And so accordingly, I give it 4.66666666 thumbs up.